Hey friend. So let's talk about what do people say when you leave the room? So we're gonna do 3 piles. What do people say? Pile number 1. And pile number 2. Pile number 3. So what do people say when you leave the room? Alright, I was gonna do tarot, but I'm gonna go straight into Oracle. So pile number 1. This is Ladies Mantle. This is a Hamsa. And this says Fortitude. So let's see. What do people say when you leave the room? How do people talk about you when you leave the room? So when you leave the room, what do people say about you when you leave the room? Okay, so I feel like people are waiting for you to leave the room so that they can say something. I feel like what they want to say is positive. Okay, I'm not feeling the Oracle. I'm gonna go in with tarot. So yeah, the messages I'm picking up already is when you leave the room, people are waiting for you to leave the room. They want to make comments about your attractiveness. They want to make comments about your derriere. I'm getting they want to make bodily comments. So what do people say for pile number 1? When they leave the room, I feel like people are like stuck. They feel stuck on you. This is probably why they feel the need to wait for you to leave the room. I feel like people could almost feel like they're holding their breath when you're in a room. I feel like people could start to fidget with themselves when you're in a room. You could come across as very poised, very put together. I feel like people gravitate towards you a lot. And I definitely feel like they have a lot to say about you when you leave the room. So what are they saying? Okay, so people could be saying that you're quiet. There's definitely a lot of suitors here. People could be asking if you're in a relationship. People could be asking your relationship status or your life status. They want to know what's going on in your life. You know, they want the tea about you. Someone could be saying that you had a string of like bad partners, or like you choose bad partners. So someone could be saying that about you when you leave the room, or people could be saying that you went through a breakup or something toxic. Yeah, so when you leave the room, people are talking about like something toxic that you had to deal with and how you came out of that situation. They could have talked about how you were very sad at the time, or how you were in denial about something. They could be talking about how you changed your situation around. I feel like these people are low-key focusing on the negatives. Like, we got the Star card. Exactly. Like, you guys went through a time of renewal where you could have had to cleanse yourself from a toxic relationship or some legal issues. So people are like talking about this. Like, people are talking about a sour marriage or sour relationship. People are talking about how you're doing so much better now. Yeah, people are saying that you're doing a lot better for yourself. Yeah, they're definitely talking about a time of grief that you had. Okay, so there are some people who want to focus on the negatives of the situation, but you can't really speak about the negative without bringing up the obvious positive, which is you're doing really well for yourself. So I feel like there are definitely people who like point that out. There could be a hater in the midst. And like I was saying earlier, I feel like people gravitate towards you. So, you know, maybe that minor hater, you know, tries to throw out all the bad stuff and then try to dress it up as, oh, well, at least they're doing well now. And I feel like the other people who are around, they're like, no, pile number 2 has always been the shit. You're just a fucking hater. Okay, 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the Magician. Exactly. Like, you have some people that are saying, like, no, pile number 2, Judgment, 9 of Pentacles. Like, do you know who pile number 2 is? Like, okay, so what? They went through a little hard time. We all go through hard times. Like, do you know who pile number 2 is? Like, pile number 2 shut the whole operation down. So, you got people, you know, speaking like this when you leave the room. Somebody could be 29, 17, 44, 13, 59, in their 70s, 15. So this could be like a large group of people. Wow, you know exactly who these people are. Yes, some people, they want to talk reckless. Some people just want to talk reckless. They want to talk about your new beginning. But they can't do that because they're just going to sound like a hater. So they have no choice but to praise you and to throw flowers at your feet and to be like, yeah, pile number 1 is awesome. Pile number 1 did go through a lot. And pile number 1 absolutely ate that. Like, they have no choice. Yes, Zelda, they have no choice. They have no choice but to give pile number 1 their flowers. So, yeah, that's what people are saying when you leave the room is, you know, some people try to talk about something specific that you went through and you ate that shit. Whatever it was, you did that. Okay, like, you came out on top of whatever situation that was. So that's pretty much what people are talking about. I feel like, you know, someone's just asking like, dang, what's up with pile number 2? Like, they could be just interested in you in general, and then there could be romantic interest. It feels like a large group of people, so like everybody has their own reasoning. Yeah, some of these people are no longer even like friends or close to you or in your inner circle, so they have to ask when you leave the room because you ain't gonna tell them. Y'all not cool like that. That particular person could be 35. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for pile number 1. Let's get you some affirmations. Affirmations. We got, my life gets better as I grow older. That one's been coming out a lot. We got, I choose to enjoy my life. My body is healthy. My potential to succeed is limitless. I don't need anyone else. I'm strong enough. So yeah, you could have had to exhibit that strength, that you don't need someone else. You could have been with someone else who was toxic. And people talk about that. I choose to trust my gut and my instincts. So yeah, you got High Priestess energy. You're very intuitive, so you know exactly who these people are. And you more than likely know exactly what they're saying. So don't even doubt yourself. Pile number 2. With the Rose. So, dang, I just been using this deck a lot, I guess. Okay. So, pile number 2, people could be talking about how you are not interested in dating. So, some people could be saying that you're not interested in dating. What are people saying when pile number 2 leaves the room? When pile number 2 leaves the room, what are people saying? Clear messages, please. So people could be saying that you got money and that you pour your money into yourself. So yeah, people could be saying that like you got a lot of self-love. People could be saying that you protect your peace. People could be saying that you're not willing to deal with bullshit. Excuse me. I know I've been quite blunt lately, but that's how I'm feeling. So yeah, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo here. So yeah, people could be talking about how you spend your money on yourself and you look very well put together. You look confident. People could be talking about how you don't hold on to things. Things don't faze you. Betrayal don't faze you. Like, you don't really care about what nobody else got going on. Like, you're extremely concerned with yourself. Like, you're a professional at minding your business. Like, yeah, like, that's what people are saying about you, pile number 2. They're like, pile number 3, don't care what you got going on. If it doesn't, you know, benefit pile number 3, then pile number 3 don't care. Some of these people are trying to say it in a negative way, but you don't come across as a negative person, and this doesn't come across in a negative way. So whoever's just trying to make it seem that way is clearly somebody who's just salty. But yeah, people are saying that when you leave the room, people say you have a lot of plans and you don't limit yourself, that you have ultimate freedom. You could be like an older woman with, I don't know, no kids or something like that. Like, so it could be given like rich auntie, like, you know, rich whatever. Like, people are like, pile number 2 is investing in themselves and to hell with everybody else. That's what they're saying about you, pile number 2. They're saying that your attitude is like the hell with everybody else got going on. You are too busy conquering your dreams. Okay, the Chariot, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Four of Swords and the Judgment. So I feel like you'll give people a little bit of this like, oh, okay, that's so sad, that's so crazy. Anyway, you know, and then just be out and just like go live your best life and then do whatever you do. Like, you don't let people like offload stuff onto you. Like, you don't take on other people's, you know, nonsense. Even if they're trying to like make it your problem, you don't go for it. So that's what people are saying. Like, yeah, Empress, Queen of Wands, the Magician, Ten of Pentacles. So this could be your family. People are saying that you are very self-centered. But they're not saying this in a negative way. Like, oh, pile number 2 is so conceited. They're so... No, they're just like, pile number 2 puts work into themselves. Like, pile number 2 cares about themselves. Pile number 2 loves themselves. Like, pile number 2 is their own soulmate. Like, pile number 2's soulmate is pile number 2. That's what people are saying. Like, people are like, pile number 2 love pile number 2. Like, you love yourself. That's what people are saying. They're saying you love yourself. Betrayals, all that other kind of extra stuff. You're like, dang, that sucks. Anyway, girl, gotta go. Got things to conquer, you know. Got cups to fill. So, yeah, that's what people are saying. And people saying, too, if they want to team up with you, that they got to be able to keep up. Because you're not going to slow down for anyone. So that's what they had to say about you. I like that, pile number 2. Period. All right, let's get you some affirmations. I'm so silly. All right, we have, I choose to make today a great day. That is literally you. Like, you're not about that woe is me life. We got, I am a money magnet and I attract wealth and abundance. Exactly. Like, you're giving rich unc, rich auntie, rich wifey, dog in a little purse. You know, that's what you're giving. You're giving Pinterest lifestyle. We got, I am safe and all is well. We have, I deserve to feel joy. Yeah, that's really you in a nutshell. And that's how people talk about you when you leave the room. People talk about how you're not afraid to be by yourself. Like, you like having company. You like having friends. You like talking to people, but you don't need them. And that's what people say about you. They say, like, you don't need anybody. Like, you have yourself. That is your most valuable asset, is you. So yeah, I like that for you. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. I was supposed to get my nails done, but then I decided I didn't feel like it. It's just me and my cat. All right, so pile number 3. What do they say about pile number 3? Pile number 3. Clear messages. Okay. Okay. So, people, when you leave the room, they say that you're meticulous. That you're hardworking, you're meticulous. You have long-term vision. You're a planner. You're a seeker. You're a visionary. You're an innovator. You're intelligent. You're patient. You're kind. You're smart. You're dualistic. Okay, you are not the type of person to cry over spilled milk. You are very much an alchemist. You deal with towers and you make them pretty castles. So this is what people are saying about you. Like, people are saying that you're patient when it comes to achieving your goals, that you're patient, that you're ambitious. People could be talking about your schooling, like if you're in school, what you major in, stuff like that. People could be talking about that. People can talk about how you don't have time to put up with other people's BS. Kind of reminds me of another group a little bit. Yep. Yeah, so pile number 3, they're basically saying like, that you'll call judgment on just about anything. That's what people are saying. That you will call judgment on just about anything. Yep. So people could be saying that they got to tread lightly with you. So yeah, there's like this conversation of like treading lightly with you, you being ambitious, you being methodical, patient, visionary, smart, intelligent. You could be a Taurus. Yeah, people can not understand the method to your madness, but they don't need to. All they know is that it works out and that you're not going to deal with anybody who tries to dim your light. You can't stand those people. You know, you tell them you got to go build a castle out of that tower over there, and they're like, you can't do that. The tower is it's a tower. You can't make the tower a castle again. Like, you know, it's like those people. And people are saying, like, you don't have time for people like that. Like, you don't have patience for people like that. You don't want to be around people like that. You don't talk to people like that. You don't entertain those type of people. You defend, yep, justice without. You defend what you're working on. Because you know what you're working on is damn near divine. Like, you know what you're doing. That's what people say about you when you leave the room is, like, you may appear as someone who maybe doesn't have it all and maybe doesn't know everything that's going on and this, that, and the third. But I feel people saying looks are deceiving, that you're very methodical. And they know this because they've been able to witness you make bold risk and land on your feet. They've seen you turn towers into castles. People could say that this is like a little random. It's not the same vibe at all, but I don't know. People could say that you're psychic. Or people could say, like, watch what you say and how you act around pile number 3 because they will catch on to it. Don't try to be slick with pile number 3. That's what people are saying. Like, they're saying don't try to be slick with pile number 3. They're not as slow as they seem. They're not as sweet as they seem. They're not as naive as they seem. They're not anything, okay, that you think they are. So just be mindful, pay attention, watch pile number 3, take notes if you have to, and let them do them. So that's what people are saying. Like, it doesn't matter if how you're doing it is unorthodox or it looks strange or it doesn't look right, or at the end of the day, you got the results. So they need to just shut up and take notes. That's what people are saying. Emperor, the Magician at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, 10 of Cups. So this can even be like your family, like, you know, somebody wants to be the head of the household and everyone's like, listen, no, sorry, that spot is already taken and the spot belongs to pile number 3. You might not think so, but that is indeed the case. So that's what people say when you're not in a room. Could be saying that you're underestimated or not to underestimate you. Yes, not to underestimate you. What's that for? All right, I think we stop there. All right, so I love myself fully. My needs and wants are important. I let go of worries that drain my energy. I am allowed to take time to heal. I'm worthy of respect and acceptance. Yes. You give like crazy innovator energy. Like, that's not gonna work. You can't put those fibers together and make a light bulb and then boop, there's a light bulb. Who can't make a light bulb? So that's kind of like the energy for pile number 3. It's like, don't underestimate pile number 3. Like, pile number 3 could be quiet. Pile number 3 might not do a lot of commotion, may not be a hustle and bustle type of person, but best believe they're getting it done. A lot of you could be, I don't know, using your mind to do this, to manifest. You can like dream these things into the 3D world and stuff like that. We got, I'm in charge of my life. I choose to be brave and take a leap of faith. What am I talking about? Anyway, it appears I have to go cuddle with my cat now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.